is involvement in the work of the Lord. You may have a PhD, you may be an engineer, you may be a doctor, you may be a lawyer, but the greatest service you can provide people of God today is service in the work of Jesus Christ. Get busy in your church. Get busy in your community. Get busy helping somebody. Get busy preaching the gospel. Get busy evangelizing. Whether you're at school or at work, on a farm, on a street corner, on the at the store, in the church, or the foreign mission field, you got a job to do. You got to spread this gospel. I'm always in Starbucks every Sunday morning, and they all know me now. And they only know. They say, "Hey, Bishop." "Hey, Bishop." Someone guy say, "Are you really Bishop?" "Yes, sir." "What church you go to?" It give me a chance to testify. When I go through there, say, "Are you going to church?" "Yes, ma'am." "Would you pray for me?" We got to let this life we have touch the lives of everybody else. All of us have a calling, a charge to keep. I have a God to glorify, who gave his son my soul to save and fit it for the sky. We have a job to do. We have a great commission to go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. You got to tell this thing. You got to tell the old story of Jesus and his love. You got to tell the story, the greatest love story of all. And I'm going to close the greatest love story. What's the greatest love story? We were doomed and destined to die and go to hell. Nobody could go on our bond. Man couldn't save us. He tried all he can. Man couldn't help us. But Jesus said to his Father, "Father, lo, I come. In the volume of the book, it's written of me to do thy will, O God." They trying to find somebody in heaven, in earth, on the earth. Nobody to go on man's bond. But Jesus became the all-time sacrifice. That lamb without spot or blemish. He went to the old rugged cross. First he was born, then he died. And that's the love story. He gave his life for all of us. No sin was in his mouth. No God was in his soul. But he died and became a sacrifice for you and I. Greatest love story. When nobody else will die for you, he did. When nobody else loves you, he does. In all your mess, in all your bad habits, in all your crazy ways, you got a God that loves you in spite of yourself. And I'm closing. That's the greatest story. Tell everybody that without Christmas, there'll be no Christ. Without Christ, there's no salvation. Without salvation, there's no change. Without no change, there's no joy. Without no joy, there's no strength. Come on, somebody. Jesus is the reason